Pre-calculus on-ramps, this is modeling with a sinusoidal function, sine or cosine. And I'm going to read the question, then draw a diagram, and then figure out whether I'm using sine or cosine. Remember, cosine, sine starts at the mid, goes to the high, back to the mid, to the low, and back to the mid. Cosine starts at the high, goes down to the mid, down to the low, back to the mid, and up to the high again. So I'm going to see which one of those, and it could be a flipped one, you never know. All right, so I'm going to draw it first. A Ferris wheel is 20 meters in diameter. So here's my Ferris wheel, and that's 20 meters in diameter. That means the radius is 10. That hole's 20. And then it attached to a platform 2 meters above the ground. I think it says it sits on the platform. The 6 o'clock rests on the platform. So yes, it's 2 meters above the ground, and this is the 6 o'clock. It sits on the platform because that's where the people would go up, and then they'd walk and get onto the seat on the thing. So it's going to start low, go medium, high, medium, low. That's going to be cosine flipped. Start low, medium, high, medium, low. So that's going to be cosine. And remember, the formula I'm using is y equals a times trig. This is the basic formula. B times x minus c plus d. D is the shift up or down with sine. C is the shift left or right. B is the change in period, where B equals 2 pi over period, or the period equals 2 pi over B. And A is the amplitude, how far up or above or below the midline or the average height does it go. And D, usually the midline or average height is 0, so D is the shift up or down from that. So let me check this out. I know that it starts here, which is 2, and then the mid is going to be 10 plus that, which is 12, and the high is going to be 10 plus that, which is 22. So that means it's 12, okay. So the midline is 12. Let me double check that. It starts at 2, it goes 10 above, which is 12. Yeah, so I know that the D is going to be 12. And it tells me the period here is 8 minutes. The average height, the midline, is 12. That gives me the D. And the amplitude, it goes 10 up and down from that, 10. So the formula, it's minus because it's upside down, so it's minus 10. Then I said cosine because it starts, normally cosine starts at the high, but negative cosine starts at the low, so that's where the minus comes from. Minus 10 cosine. Now I have to find the B, which is 2 pi over P. B equals 2 pi over 8, which is equal to pi over 4. And there's no shift left or right because it starts at the low position. If it starts at the high, it's cosine. Starts at the low, it's negative cosine. So there's no shift, and it's h of t. So I want to put a t there, not an x. So it's going to be negative 10 cosine pi over 4t plus 12. That's the thing. And so what I did is I drew a picture, found the midline. I needed the period, the average height, which is the midline, how high above or below does it go, and then figure out whether I'm using sine or cosine, or negative sine or negative cosine. It's negative cosine if it starts at the low point, negative sine if it starts at the midpoint and then goes down. That would be negative sine. But anyway, so that's this one, negative 10 cosine pi over 4t plus 12.